I mean, if it's good, I mean that should speak for itself right there.
Right.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Bourbon Theory. I'm Josh.
I'm Bill.
And welcome to the first ever What's That Bottle? Blind review, where we will take turns picking a bottle. The guesser will have 5 questions to ask to try and figure out what the bottle is. No punishment for getting it wrong. There's a lot of bottles here to choose from. But thought of it kind of be a new way to do a blind review that other people aren't really doing. All right, mister.
You didn't say that was in the rules.
To get a peek.
You didn't say that was in the...
It is a blind review, Dad. It's a blind review. Okay, so I think what we should start with is just getting the nose, talking about that. And then if you have any questions before we taste, go ahead and ask. Or you can reserve your questions for after we taste.
Here's where we should start. Now is a good time for you guys to hit that subscribe button. We are growing. We are very, very happy with that. We are looking for that 87-ish% of you that are viewing but not subscribed yet. So we'd love to get all of you. But if we could get half of you to just click that subscribe button, that would be outstanding. And to help yourselves out, if you want to see more of our content, see when we post something new, hit that notification bell and you'll be notified.
Stay up to date on what we're doing. So
we think it's good.
Yeah, I think it's some good stuff we're doing.
All right. So I ask no questions before the nosing, is that right? You know what? They're my questions. I can ask them anytime I want to. Right?
You know what? Fair enough. You can ask whatever you want.
But I'm not going to ask them until I nose and taste.
And I will decide whether your questions are too specific or not. And you will obviously do the same.
What is the name of this bottle? Too specific?
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit. Ooh. Caramel?
Yes. Creme brulee?
Yeah. This is like a 3 dessert mix. I was going to say...
It's got a little proof on it.
I was going to say there's a little butterscotch almost going on in there too.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Maybe just a little hint of cinnamon. No, nutmeg. A little hint of nutmeg going in there too. Doesn't smell too proofy, but there is a little bit of a proof.
There's a little proof there. I think there's a little spice there as well.
Yeah. There's a touch of oak. Nothing crazy on it. This smells really good. It's got a half decent color. It's a little lighter than I think the average thing that comes up on the table.
It is a bit, but it's not.
But it's like a golden amber thing going on here. It's pretty nice.
Not overly sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't think it's a high corn.
Yeah, we say heavy sweetness, but it is.
Yeah, it's not like a corn sweetness.
It's blended out nicely. Nothing's punching you like really heavy or anything like that. Man.
Pretty good. Let's go for a taste.
All right, let's do it.
So if I were just to name what the bottle is right now, you'd go.
I mean, if you guess right now and you get it right, congratulations. Way to ruin the game.
So
it's a little dry.
Just a touch. It's not. It may be a high rye, but I don't think it's a rye mash bill. If it is, it's a younger rye.
I think there is some rye spice to it, but nothing like a rye
like a
whiskey.
True rye.
Yeah, you're right.
This could be a high rye bourbon or a semi-high rye bourbon. It could be in the 8. I'd put it in, if it's anything, I'd put it in the teens.
Could be.
Percentage on it.
Could be.
Not overly oaky. There's some oak there. I wouldn't put it really old by any means. I'm not getting a nutty flavor from it.
Ruling out Jim Beam then?
Yeah, that's where I'm headed with that.
Okay. It's honestly a good place to start, because knowing me, I could have just thrown any Jim Beam product up there and be like, I want to drink that.
tastes a bit more spice that time.
This is some pretty good, whatever it is.
Yeah, tastes it's a little reminiscent of a Heaven Hill product, but I don't think that's what this is.
It's got a nice, I'm just nodding along I'm waiting for you to ask the questions.
Okay, I believe this to be a Kentucky distillery.
Is that your question?
No.
Okay.
I'm just trying to see if I can trick you.
Nope.
I did not ask that in a form of a question, Alex.
What is a Kentucky distillery?
Okay. So, is this a Kentucky distillery using their own distillate?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Is this one of the major distilleries?
Define major. On the Bourbon Trail?
Big Six.
No.
Okay.
Have you taken a sip with the water in it yet?
I have not yet.
You want to do that real quick?
Wow, there's more rye there now.
Yeah, there is. There's a little pepper in there now, too.
Is this a rye whiskey?
It is not.
Oh, there's more rye on the palate now.
Oh, wow, yeah, there's a lot more spice there. Excuse me, sir.
I'm not trying to look for a bottle. I'm just looking.
Trying to get an idea.
I'm trying to think about what all we have and where this could be.
Well, you have 2 more questions to narrow it down. So you know it's in Kentucky,
Yes.
you know it's not a major 6, and you know it's not a rye. So knowing what we have in here, gonna be a bourbon.
Yes.
It's gonna be a bourbon.
And it's not from one of the big 6.
Nope.
I don't believe it's a Blue Run product. Although it could be. I haven't had all of those. Or all the ones we
There
have.
are a lot over there.
Yeah, we got 6 bottles. Is this from the Owensboro area?
No, it is not.
Okay.
Final question.
What's the proof?
Probably should have checked that before we started.
I'm not looking.
109.4. So that's a few hints there. One, they're specific about their proofs. That was your final question, by the way.
I know. Pursuit is not a Kentucky.
They're in Kentucky.
They are specific, are they?
Yeah,
I thought they were in
they're
Tennessee.
outside of Louisville.
Okay. Let's see. Let me see what I want to throw out there. Not a big 6. Think about my distilleries here.
There's no penalty for guessing incorrectly.
I know.
You're like, I want to get it right.
I want to get it right.
I
That's
want to
it.
get it right.
I want to get it right.
Just throw something out there. See what sticks. If you get the brand right, I'm going to call that good enough.
I'm still not there.
And then if you get the brand right, I'll tell you if it is right, and then you can make another guess.
Still not
We're
there.
still feeling this format out, folks.
Is this a new riff?
It is not New Riff.
I should have known that bottle's not tall enough.
Would you like to know what the bottle is, Dad?
Yes. Peerless.
Peerless. Toasted. 109 proof, their own distillate. Everything they do is batch proof, barrel strength, full proof, whatever you want to call it.
And it's a sweet mash as
And
well.
it is sweet mash, and it is their own. And
Because before you went to Kentucky, I was thinking Hard Truth. I was thinking this is Hard Truth,
You know,
4 grain.
Smelling it, I could see where you're going from because it was incredibly similar.
Yes.
Which is weird because this is a toasted finished bourbon. And the Hard Truth 4 grain does smell a lot like this.
Yes.
This, of course, higher proof and older.
Okay, you got me.
That I did, folks.
Your turn next.
What would you rate it?
It's good.
Really good, isn't it?
It really is.
I'm a big fan of this.
I would rate this a B+.
You know, so I in my mind anyways, I rate finished bourbon separate from regular bourbon because in its own way, it's kind of got a leg up, you know? And whether it's a leg down, it could be as well. It could ruin it. So on my finished bourbon scale, this is an A-. This is really good. And if I'm not mistaken, this won some sort of Whiskey of the Year award.
For me, on a finish scale,
2024.
I'd rate this an S-class because I don't generally like finish at all.
I mean, that should speak for itself right there.
Right. Yeah.
That is a fantastic bourbon. Mm-hmm. Very happy we have this.
Yes.
Awesome. So
These
guys,
can wind up being a bit pricey though, can't they?
yes. So their high rye bourbon is like $145. Double Oak's like $86. Their Double Oak Rye is $120 something.
That one was $100.
Yeah, their small batch.
With tax.
Their small batch is like 65 to 75, and then the rye is like 75 to 85. So they are a more premium price-wise brand, but they're still relatively new.
Yeah.
You know, they're still very proud of their product, and they're still not on the scale of one like a Buffalo Trace or a Jim Beam or something like that.
Cool bottle.
So, yeah,
Cool bottle.
it's pretty dang good. It's pretty dang good.
I think so.
Yeah. Well,
So, like great bourbon, our videos get better with time.
and as always, take care of yourselves.